So, hi.
Herr Knopp, nice to meet you.
Hi, hello.
It's a tight schedule.
Okay, yeah.
So, this is our website.
Okay.
We talk everything about the Swiss watches, I said to Fabian. So we have a daily news. We publish a new watch every day, a men's watch. We have also a women's section where we publish two, 3 times a week different watches, only Swiss-made watches. There is the timeline with the history of the different brands. And our Instagram account is also online on the website, so you can see the different pictures that we publish every day. So thank you very much, Mr. Knopp, for welcoming us here for the Fabian Cancellara special edition. I think it's a really special edition with, as you said, two-time Olympic winner. We have a few questions about you. The first question is, can you tell us about the partnership with Fabian Cancellara, how it started and how involved he is in the work together?
I mean, Fabian is with IWC already for a long time, and this was initiated by the former CEO, Georges Kern, and they both share the passion for cycling, and so Fabian was with IWC on a couple of events and activities, and as a sportsman, he really represents perfectly the IWC values, striving for performance, being a gentle sportsman to a very extent. So it's a perfect match really on the value side. And after being with us for so many years, we seeing him in Rio winning the gold medal, we said, okay, now we probably have to do something proper, and we have to pay tribute to this with a special edition watch. And this is where the whole idea started.
Yeah, we've seen the watches you showcased us before. It's very obviously nice and with a custom design. It really looks great. Can you describe for our readers the IWC Engineer watch design elements? We've seen it before on the slideshow, but if you can talk about...
It's a very important moment really to relaunch a collection, which only happens every 5 to 6, 7 now with the Da Vinci, even longer time, 8 years. This is a very important moment, and so where we work on the design codes of this new collection, and the new Ingenieur is really inspired by the origin of the 1955, and we were aiming for a very elegant yet sporty collection with very clean-cut lines, a very pure geometric case, round case with straight lugs, like a classic sports watch, and a dial which combines actually the purity in the graphics with some sports features like luminescent material for perfect readability. And this, we also have throughout the entire line, we have this aesthetic codes of the sun ray finish, the soleillage on the dials, which is really inspired by the origin of the 50s and 60s, where this was a very popular treatment for classic watches, but also for sports watches. And having said this, we have a very consistent core range, but we were also looking how to animate this with partnerships and stories really to support certain aspects of this collection, like performance, what we did with AMG a couple of weeks. There's a special edition on the 50 years anniversary of AMG, and also this sportiness with Fabian is actually the second special edition we bring on this new Ingenieur line. And this really is on one hand great because it brings some storytelling, but on the other hand it opens nice opportunities for the designers to give a specific flavor to the watch, which is not a kind of standard IWC look, but where we can really support the story of a sportsman like Fabian Cancellara with specific aesthetics and make this very exclusive and very special.
Yeah, it's so nice. The watch is very nice design. Coming back to the heritage or the image, you say the inspiration for the 50s or the 60s, how do you, let's say, combine your heritage to the vision of the future watch. What is the mix between keeping the classic or the heritage and going to the next step, or redesigning a watch?
This is actually one of the big challenges we have with every relaunch of a collection. We just relaunched the Da Vinci line, and I elaborated on this, but also on the Ingenieur, it is the same. We as designers, we have to find a good balance between the past and the future. Something which really is inspired by the past, looks like RWC, but still surprises our customer with some new elements. New technology, new aesthetic details, new materials, new treatments. And if you go too far on one of these ends and say, okay, I go too much in the classic, then you have a kind of vintage retro design which is boring. If you go too far away, then you probably lose a connection with the brand. So the balance is in between, something which is readable as RWC, which follows the code of a certain collection, but still brings some new elements, new details, new movements, new materials and technologies inside to surprise and to inspire also our customers.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Talking about your inspiration, can you tell us what is your daily inspiration as a creative director? When you start work in the morning?
No. I mean, we draw a lot of inspiration from our own history. I mean, our museum, our archives. This is important for us on a professional level. But still, as a designer, I'm really convinced that you look at the world with different eyes, and you see details probably other people won't care about, like a musician who listens to the world with other ears. So, and this can be things from fashion, from architecture, from technology. So or in cars where I see certain instruments, displays. So this really inspires our daily work, and we are lucky also to have some partners, like in diving, where we work with Charles Darwin Foundation, like in motorsports, where we do with the Formula One team and with AMG. Talking to these guys and their materials and their technologies, this inspires a lot our daily work. And or working with people like from UAir who are maintaining the old U52. So every time I sit in the U52, I see some new details and say, okay, maybe we do this in the next pilots collection. So we have some really fascinating partners and fascinating product universes which also inspire the product. Yeah.
It's keeping a sharp eye.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, thank you very much for taking the time for the interview. We're going to publish this, and thank you very much, and congratulations for this collaboration with
Thanks for joining us today. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.